really, it prepares you for so many things. And if there's anything that like I could maybe share with people who are competing now that I really value, yeah, there were a lot of awards, which were tons of fun at the time, and being in final rounds was always really exciting, and getting the medal was always really exciting. But what really sticks with you after you've been out of school for a while, it's not the medals, because your parents might throw them away. You might throw them away. I know that sounds crazy. You might even be already throwing them away. Who knows? Maybe you're not as attached to them as I was. I was pretty attached to them. But what sticks with you is the memories and the experiences of where you were and the people you were there with, and being in final rounds, and not even necessarily being in final rounds. Some of the best lessons that I got were doing HI, which I had no business doing. Never should have been doing HI. I blame my coach for giving me the script that he gave me, but it really, he looked at me and was like, here's a really lame dude, and we're going to give him a really lame script, I think, and there you go, you get what you get. But I knew going in, I was like, this isn't going to be my best event. In some of the rounds, I really didn't feel like I was doing a good job. But looking back at them a year later, I was like, oh man, that stunk. I wish I hadn't done that. 2 years later, it was kind of like, that was awkward, but I feel a lot better about doing stuff I'm not comfortable with now. And then years later, I look back at those experiences and say, wow, that really stretched me. Like, that really got me, able to do things that I wasn't comfortable with maybe. And that's something that speech really helped prepare me for. There's the great experiences of things I was comfortable with and getting medals and doing really well in rounds and tournaments. But there's also the experiences of struggling and having to push myself and work harder. So in that way, in both ways like that, giving you confidence but also spurring you to work harder and try hard to achieve things, those are both things that speech really prepared me for later life really well with. I think it would have to be in my junior year. I won state in radio, and my team had been confident enough or foolish enough, I suppose, to maybe not foolish in the end, but it seemed a little questionable at the time to enter a freshman in the state series. And one of my friends now was actually older than me and was a radio speaker at the time, and she wasn't too crazy about me when I sort of started getting entered in that. But we're cool now. Everything's good. We're friends. It was rough at the time. My fiance actually was also a radio speaker and was the same year as me. So we've dated ever since. We've been dating. We're getting married next year. So we're sort of a speech couple, I guess. Really, I guess that's my greatest accomplishment, right? That should really be it. If she's watching, that's the greatest accomplishment. It's having that relationship. But second greatest, the state tournament my junior year. It was just really exciting to be a part of it. I was lucky enough to be at state 3 years, my sophomore, junior, and senior year, and won it junior year. And it was exciting. I don't remember much about it, and I look kind of goofy on stage, but it was definitely a lot of fun and a great memory for sure.